Hi again everyone, welcome to another Scottish vlog. And today, this lovely sunny Tuesday, I'll be going foraging for wild garlic or ramson here in Musselburgh along the River Esk. I always take a pleasure in foraging in this area because it's just rich with so many stuff, and it's now the start of spring. Although officially spring can start earlier than March itself or later, but in terms of the months, spring starts today. Yep. So today I'll be going to forage for wild garlic or ramson. But in terms of So in terms of the development of the language, it's a good time to start doing so as the season starts, because it means now as I work through the fruit and vegetables as they come into season, then I can now translate them into Oy'Nissh. And already I have translated wild garlic into the Oy'Nissh word. It's called Vuminji. That is Vuminji. So wild garlic is translated into Oy'Nissh as Vuminji. Now there's a new Jamaican English word that's pronounced the same way, Vuminji, but it's spelled slightly different. Later on we'll get into why there's a new Jamaican English word for wild garlic. It doesn't really take away from the fact that it's called wild garlic, but it's just some personal experience with working with this seasonal produce. So I'll be going to forage for Vuminji, or wild garlic or ramson. So take another look before we go into the foraging area. See you later. Hi everyone, welcome again to Jamaican Oy'Nissh vlog, Scotland, UK. So I have arrived along the wild garlic trail, and I can guarantee I won't be far before I start seeing wild garlic. Actually, here we go, wild garlic just at the entrance. Isn't that great? So welcome to another Glorantine vlog. I am yours truly, Glorantine, and we're in Musselburgh foraging for wild garlic, which is translated into Oy'Nissh as Vuminji. So wild garlic, or ramson as some call it, is translated as Vuminji. So, in terms of the development of Jamaican Oy'Nissh language, we're going to forage for Vuminji. Yep, interesting. So, as I've stated earlier, there are bits of wild garlic starting to pop up already, and I'm not fully into the vegetable trail as yet. So I've got high expectation to get some to take home, and then I can start to make some recipes out of it. So what it means is I'll be making some wild garlic recipes, but chances are you might have some of the recipes have the name wild garlic or Vuminji. So you can look forward to that. But also we'll look at other words associated with Vuminji, and I'm hoping that I can work through all the seasons like this until the end of the year and translate the British fruits and vegetables, all of them into Oy'Nissh. It's a tall order, but I start with one vegetable or one fruit at a time, and I've started with wild garlic, which is translated into Oy'Nissh as Vuminji. And there are other edible plants here, but the focus today is Vuminji. So, and normally when I come foraging, I'll see, like, I remember last year I came here and I saw like some wild garlic along the trail here. It's not ideal to get your wild garlic along this path because obviously because of the animals and so forth, the dogs. So you want to find a spot where you can go a little inland, where you get the best quality pick of the day. So I've got in my bag my scissors and a little bag to take some, and then I'm going to go home and make some recipes, maybe not today but throughout the week. And then you'll start to see how the Grandiece menu develops, how Oy'Nissh condiments develop, but also how the Glorantine seasonal calendar develop in terms of translating English fruit and veg into Oy'Nissh language. And then we'll have fun together. So catch you later as I reach further along the trail. So we've now arrived at the final patch of wild garlic, or some people call it ramson, or in Oy'Nissh, Vuminji. So we're at the Vuminji patch, and the Vuminji is mixed in with wild leek. And here we are. Look how lush it is. Spring has sprung. Oh yes. And here we've got some, still nowhere as large as they should get in the next couple of weeks. But let's start to explore this lush environment. Wow. Oh, so much nice moist environment for them. They are loving it. They are loving it. There's a nice, no, look at this bunch right here. Can you imagine when they get big to the full size? Here's another one, still quite small, but they'll get to this height, some of them, and this wide, some of them. So that one bunch alone could do so much later on. Ready to go. April, they'll be proper. Yep. Here we've got some nice ones. These ones are a bit larger, but still quite small compared to the size that they can reach. These ones now, as you can see, this have reached to a nice edible size. Yep. And it still get larger than this. Wait, let me check again. The stems, nice and healthy. So as you can see, the path is just over there, and so this is a little in from the path, so it's a lot better. I'm not saying people don't come over here for a walk, but it's less likely because they've got all that open space. But as you can see, lots of wild garlic everywhere, and even along the hillside. Oh, I can't get through that bit, it's a bit prickly. Let me see if I can go around the other side. And all this time it's the smell that's amazing. if you're here, you'll see all these plants yourself, but it's the smell that you get with it, knowing that spring has arrived for these plants. And there are yet more plants all on the way, in terms of ground elder, nettle, etc. Look, right along the hillside over there, wild garlic. And these ones are still early. They're still quite tender, still young. Some of them just shooting up out of the ground. As you can see, these ones are tiny. So it means that there'll be a continuation over the next few months, because there are different high arms. They're of different sizes. So these ones, they're very small. So they might last up to May, etc. And it means that there's wild garlic to last throughout. Let's go over this side too. Yep, look, right along the hillside. It's everywhere. I'm just making sure I don't trample them, so I'm careful how I walk, because I want them to come to fruition, you know. Even if some of them we don't get to eat, they'll bear seeds for the next harvest. So I've got myself a scissors and a small bag, and this, the largest patch I've seen so far, the patch with the largest plants. This is where I'll cut from and leave the rest, so I can have something to eat tonight, or to make at least a basic recipe tonight or tomorrow. So I just cut from here. Let's see. Just nice and lovely. Oh. Okay. So I've got some here. Yep. So, yep. Nice early spring wild garlic. And just from that small patch, look how much I've got already. And it's not at its largest size as yet. So can you imagine when everything starts to grow a lot taller in the next 2 or 3 weeks? Wow, the place is going to be lush. So I just have 2 more bits and that should do me. Oh, these are cut already, so let me just use them. Okay, so that's it. So now I have my wild garlic. Yep, how about that? Yeah.